What's going on, guys? It's Daily here, and today I wanted to do a little bit of a mail day video of the cards I've gotten in from the past 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and get started. There's going to be a lot of the same stuff in here. So first off, we've got an Army of Allah card from Arabian Nights. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I really like this card. So I have a lot of copies of it. This one is definitely verging on heavily played, probably moderately played. Got another one right here. Man, I hate when they put tape on these. It's so bad because it actually can affect the card a little bit too if you're not careful. So it's not the best thing to do. This one definitely moderately played as well. You know, it is what it is. Here we've got some Pokemon cards. So if you didn't know, I've been trying my hardest to go ahead and complete the Shining Fates set. And right now, I'm maybe 1/4 of the way through. So these cards all were cards I don't have yet. So that's going to be good additions to the binder. I've already completed Hidden Fates, but I want to do Shining Fates. Next up, we do have some more Army of Allah here. I have a very large position in Army of Allah cards, if you couldn't tell. These should all be mild play to light play. And that's looking about right. Yeah, I'd call most of these actually light played. A few of them look a little mintier than that, though. I know some of the big box stores, if you buy in bulk from them, sometimes you luck out and they just label things as like, oh, it's all moderately played, because they're too lazy to go ahead and actually, like, you know, sort through all the cards and go, oh, this one's, this one. You know, they have 1,000 of the exact same cards, so they just kind of dump them all in like the mid tier. And if they look really, really rough, they'll dump them in like the heavily played tier, but like they'll put some minter cards in like light play or moderately play, just because they're like, I don't really want to look for every imperfection. And that's mainly for bulkier cards, not cards like, you know, a Black Lotus, which obviously they'd look through a lot more in depth. Next up, we're not going to go through these cards because it's for a separate video, but we do have a complete stack of unlimited cards here. Well, not a complete unlimited stack, you know what I mean. Just a large stack of unlimited cards here that we are going to be adding to the unlimited binder set as well. So looking for some set completion soon. Well, this one's going to take years, but you know, working towards set completion. All right, next up, we do have some Army of Allah, and one of them is actually from Channel Fireball. I think I bought this off of eBay, though. I honestly don't purchase from Channel Fireball all that often. They're a little bit overpriced, in my opinion. Although I think they were recently purchased by TCG Player. This is definitely heavily played. They were purchased by TCG Player, I think. Or eBay? Someone purchased Channel Fireball for sure. But I always think they're a little bit more expensive than competitors and stuff like that. So I prefer to TCG Player. TCG Player also just recently rolled out like this interesting subscription service where like once a year you pay like $8, something like that, and you get discounts for purchasing cards. So if you order a lot like I do, you know, you can go ahead and actually make out pretty decently. Another Army of Allah card here. This one's nice. That's on the sleeve right there. So that was a nice copy. Yeah, some of these copies do get pretty nice. Some of them are pretty bent. I don't discriminate against Army of Allah cards. I take whatever the heck I can get, you know, man. And there's actually something interesting. Let me see. These might all be the same. There's a distinction in Army of Allah between the 1 mana drop. You can kind of see it on these two. This one at the top is light, this one at the bottom is dark. The light ones are considered rarer, and they're a little bit more expensive, but not by much. I think very few people actually really care about that distinction. It's such a minor little error problem sort of a thing. So I don't really care. I myself just like the card, so I buy whatever. Oh yeah, this came in. Way Assassins, which it came in with these two Army of Allah cards as a bonus card. I've always noticed that the art of the bonus card has kind of gone to the wayside. It used to be that pretty much every order in Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, these are minty, by the way. These are nice. Pretty much every order in Magic the Gathering or Pokemon would have like a bonus card, you know, like a Way Assassins or something like that. But ever since the big boom of 2020, I've noticed that has stopped happening as much. This was a really nice card to give. This is like a $10 card, I'm pretty sure. Really nice of them to add that bonus. But, you know, obviously I'm gonna flag that seller and go, okay, you know, they give out bonuses, I'll buy from them again. Which is, I'm pretty sure, what they're going for, which is smart. But it used to be a lot more common of a thing. And it, you know, I don't even think it was always for the fact that like, oh, this guy gives out bonuses. It was just like a nice thing, you know? They weren't even necessarily expecting you to come back. They were just like, throw in a bonus here or there. Why not? So I'm always a little bit surprised that not more people do that anymore. It's just sort of like a nicety in the hobby. It used to be a very common thing where they'd add in like a booster pack. That's something Japanese sellers do a lot, is they'll give out a free booster pack with every purchase. Japanese booster packs are a little bit cheaper than English booster packs, so I guess it's not as expensive for them. But I mean, I still think it's a cool thing to do. I think it's a nice thing to do. And it's, you know, supporting your customers sort of a thing. So I'm surprised less people do that. But we do have some more Army of Allah cards here. Oh, I love Arabian Nights. I wish I had a complete set of Arabian Nights. That would be amazing. Sadly, it's expensive. I think a complete set of Arabian Nights is like, what, $8,000 or something like that? Maybe more? Maybe like $20,000? In the thousands for sure. So, there's that. I always, by the way, hate when stores write MP on the front of the card. Just write it on the back. That way I don't have to flip it around in the sleeve. It's a minor thing. This is my complaining day. Clearly complaining about everything. All right, we're almost done with Army of Allah. There we go. There's another one right there. Now, the interesting thing about Army of Allah is that you can actually know the pop report of it. That's why you don't put tape on it, because it gets on the sleeve and then it can get on the cards. Yeah, Army of Allah, I think, is about 100,000 total cards. Probably half of those are destroyed. So I'm guessing, you know, probably like 50,000 remain of Army of Allah, which is not a lot. Maybe even less. Either way, we're done with Army of Allah for now. But I do have a Jeweled Lotus here. Absolutely gorgeous card. So dope. I love this card. I'd love to grade a lot of Jeweled Lotuses, especially in foil. The foil full arts are really expensive though. I think they're like $1,000, but the foil regulars are less expensive by a lot. So I picked this one up. Would love to get that graded. And then finally, the final thing I picked up, the TCG Wizard sold this to me apparently, is one last Army of Allah card. Beckett graded. Oh, sorry, camera. Sorry, people watching. These are available pretty readily on eBay. Graded Army of Allah. But they're always really overpriced. So whenever an auction comes up for one, I always snag it up because they're not that expensive graded, but people for some reason just push up the price by so much on eBay, just hoping someone picks it up for a really exorbitant amount of money, but I pick them up whenever they come on for pretty cheap. Either way, that's the haul for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.